Good to be here and to survive tax season.
Survival indeed. So now that it's over, many Canadians will be receiving tax refunds. So what do you suggest the refund be used for?
Well, paying down debt would be one good thing to do with it. I think a lot of people are tempted to treat their tax refund as a windfall and go purchase something else. And most of what most people purchase are actually liabilities rather than assets. And if you buy a car or a boat or those actually things that drain cash and so are in fact liabilities, whereas assets, investments that can grow, paying down debt, something worthwhile with the money. So it'll just make next year's tax season a little bit easier in case you don't get a refund.
Well, and speaking of that, investing in assets, we see those commercials that talk about not investing in your parents or with your parents' advisor. However, you've been seeing a trend where your clients are introducing you to their children and grandchildren. So can you tell us a bit about this?
I'd heard that one prominent Canadian financial institution was going to do an ad parodying that discount brokerage firm's ad stream where they had two supercilious young people saying to another, "You're not still using Dad's guy, are you?" And then flashing over to Mom and Dad, where they say to the camera, "Don't worry, Mom and Dad are doing all right." So I think that while younger people are more used to doing everything online, banking and whatnot, there still is a human element. The clients of mine that have done the very best over the years has been those where it's been a discussion, a dialogue between the person, what their hopes and dreams and fears are, the advisor that's able to help them articulate that and design a plan that meets not just their financial needs, but gives them the emotional capability and stability to stick with that plan. That the working together has been the most successful outcome that I have seen. So yes, people can do everything online nowadays. Whether they have the emotional and temperament, not to speak of the knowledge base to do so, well, will remain to be seen, but that's what makes a market.
Now, tax season aside, I know you've talked about a monthly investing strategy. Can you tell us how this works and the benefits of dollar cost averaging?
Yeah, so particularly for young people, if they haven't started a tax-free savings account, or if they're making enough money in RSP, or now this new home buyers plan that they've come up with, if you want to put money aside, it is much easier to do it on a monthly basis, to have it come straight out of one's bank account. And you can say, well, I can't afford to do very much. Whatever you slightly can't afford, whatever you just slightly notice. If it's $50 a month, it's $50 a month. If it's 500, that's better still. But whatever you just slightly notice, because over time you're not going to notice it anymore, then you up it a little bit, because over the course of a year, it means you have put money aside. And there's nothing that helps in crises, to clear one's thinking than to know that you have some money set aside, that you have a bit of a reserve over and above what you need for your day-to-day, because it allows you to deal with crises more effectively and indeed to take advantage of opportunities. So when you've actually put enough money aside for the down payment or for the boat or for the whatever it is, the car that you want to do, it's easier to pay it forward monthly.
Well, that is a lot to keep in mind. And at the end of tax season, of course, investing, an important thing. Thank you again for joining us today, Brendan Caldwell of Caldwell Securities Ltd.
Thanks, Nathaniel. Good luck.
We'll be right back after the break. And when we return, we're going to be taking a look at NerdWallet Canada's inaugural consumer credit card report, which found that more than 2 in 5 Canadians currently have credit card debt, and many do not pay the balance in full each month. We'll be joined by Shannon Terrell of NerdWallet Canada to unpack the findings of the report and what they mean for Canadians. So stay tuned. We'll be right back here on Forum Daily.